afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
A wise man once told me that a best man's speech should last as long as the groom can make love. Good night, everyone. I'd first like to say that it's truly an honor and a privilege to have been asked to be the best man at Chris and Lisa's wedding. I'm humbled and thankful to be given the opportunity. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Steve and I am Chris's younger brother. And while I do appreciate the formality in which the title Best Man has been bestowed upon me, I do feel a bit awkward. Chris has essentially made it clear to every man in here that I'm better than you. And this includes you, Dad. But I do accept my role, and I'm excited for both Chris and Lisa. Lisa, you look absolutely beautiful today. My brother is very lucky to have found you in life, and I feel fortunate and blessed to have you join our family. But I do want to make some things clear about what this means. You're a Corbett now, and with that comes a lot of responsibility. As Corbett's, we like to set the bar very low. We don't expect very much from one another, and we like to keep it that way. Please don't go off and do something stupid like accomplish anything. It will make the rest of us look bad. But the two of you have decided to get married for better or for worse. It's quite appropriate, really, as Chris, you couldn't have done any better. At least you really couldn't have done any worse. Congratulations, Chris, on your impeccable taste in choosing Lisa to be your wife. And Lisa, well done on saying I do to my brother Chris, because, let's face it, that must have been incredibly hard. Nevertheless, Lisa, you really are a fantastic catch and deserve to have a husband who is just as desirable. So I'm glad for Chris's sake that you're marrying him before you find him. I think it'd be appropriate to recognize a few people who are very special to the bride and groom, and that is their parents. Without the love and support of these people, Chris and Lisa would not be who they are today. Please raise your glass and join me in a toast to Lisa's parents. Mr. and Mrs. Scholes, thank you for raising such an amazing young woman. Lisa's a smart, caring, charismatic, and beautiful bride, and this is a direct reflection of your guidance as parents. You have a lot to be proud of. Cheers. Cheers. And to my parents, I'm not really sure where things went wrong with Chris, but hey, at least you tried. Cheers. Now to the groom. Chris was born on September 4th, 1978. Well, my parents...
77?
Should have done a little better research. September 4th, 1977. From what my parents tell me, he was a pretty typical baby. A little awkward in his movements, a bit chunky, kind of quiet and bald. 33 years later, you can see a lot has changed. Now I'd like to use this opportunity to tell you about all of Chris's accomplishments. I think we've got time for both of them. First, and this is absolutely true, Chris is the only person in our high school's history who lettered in varsity basketball and ended his career with more technical fouls than points. That's true. We're all very proud of him for that. From what I understand, he's still the worst player in school history, and so I think his record should stand the test of time. Secondly, Chris is an unbelievable dancer. I won't go into much detail, but I'd like you to pay close attention during his first dance. Moves like that are pretty hard to come by, and it should be quite a show. As you can probably see, It wasn't always easy for me growing up with a sibling who was held in such high regard. Imagine being compared to someone who was good at everything. Smart, funny, talented. But I do think it made me a better person, and I wouldn't be the man I am today if I didn't have someone of this caliber to look up to. I'd like to thank my little sister Erin for being the person. Chris and I go way back though, and I am proud to say that we're more than brothers. We're great friends as well. I feel like I know him better than anyone. But for those of you on the bride's side who are just getting to know him, here's a little advice. Never let him date a member of your family. I'll begin to close now because I see there's only 3 minutes left before I'm supposed to finish. I'd like to leave a little time for applause. On a more serious note, it is really an honor to be here representing my brother as his best man. Chris has been an unbelievable brother and friend to me, and I've really looked up to him my whole life. He's always done things the right way and always been there for me when I've needed him. Recently, my wife and I were blessed with having a healthy baby boy, and I asked Chris to be his godfather. I couldn't think of a better person to give my son guidance and support if ever called upon. I'd like to ask you all to join me in a toast to Chris and Lisa. The both of you are starting out on a wonderful adventure today. Your marriage ahead of you will be filled with exciting possibilities and wonderful opportunities. It is with great pleasure that I say congratulations, and may you have many years of immense love and happiness. We all wish you the best that life and marriage has to offer as you continue your journey to Chris and Lisa. Congratulations.